Scorpion's Fatality. I know we've made at least like a ton of videos on this, and it's me rambling. I have made a calm video of me discussing Bronies, but now I am actually going to be making a not so friendly video because I'm absolutely fucking done with Bronies. If you want to listen to me ramble on for probably 20 minutes, go ahead and stay. I'm not going to be nice. They've not been nice to me. If you don't want to listen to it and you just want to wait for the next fursuit video, because I will be uploading one probably before this, actually. Before this gets uploaded, I'm probably going to upload a fursuit video. You can click off this, go click on the other video. I will not be linking in the description videos of reviews or anything, just because I don't feel like having people coming after me. Because I know Bronies, they scare me. Anyway, let's begin. So, I wanted to first talk about how Bronies think it's okay to just go and harass people who like the older My Little Pony. I mean, the thing is, Generation 4, Friendship is Magic, they actually stole a lot from the older generations. I'm sorry to tell you. Tirek was from the pilot, of My Little Pony, Generation 1. I believe it was the pilot. I am pretty sure it's the pilot, or the first episode. It's the very, very early episode. It's actually on DVD. It's not like it's a top secret thing. The next thing is the Smooths, which is from the original My Little Pony 80s movie. Now, the Smooths isn't fucking green, and it doesn't listen to your fucking, marijuana pony who sings to it. Yeah, no. Smooths doesn't do that. Smooths doesn't fucking care. You need flutter ponies. Jeez. Anyway, if I seem like I get worked up, it's usually just me being silly. But, they also stole the, Breezies. Now, the Breezies, I don't have my little figures of the Breezies. They're actually in a giant bin with my smaller My Little Ponies. I just didn't feel like dragging that entire thing out and opening it and having to rummage through. Though they are adorable. They're about, if you have a regular My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, they're about this big. About that size. If you remember the Generation 3.5 ponies, where they were actually miniature ponies, which they were beautifully done. They were plastic, and I honestly like having plastic hair and tail, just because whenever you go to clean it, you don't got to worry about water going into any of where the hairline is and going inside of the little cracks, and then you don't got to worry about mold. Anyhow, they stole the Breezies. They stole the Sea Ponies. The Breezies, I know all of you are going to bitch. All the Bronies are going to come after me. They're from Generation 3. They're from Generation 3. You know, the one that Bronies like to whine about because it's too big. Well, newsflash, it's a show for little girls. Oh, who could have known? You know, it's the fucking demographic. 3 to 12. It's something like that. It's under, like, 15. And yet Bronies want to make it all about them. Whatever. So, what's another thing? The Sea Ponies, which, of course, Lauren Faust has to take everything that's old and try to recycle it because she's not original whatsoever. I don't care what show she's worked on. This is My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. You go from having these amazing shows, and then you have her just cheap-ass animation. I don't care what people say. If people want to complain and whine and say, Miss Scorpion, you've never animated before. I have. This was 3 hours of work. It's Generation 3. The Runaway Rainbow. How We Wish You Were Here, that song. I am reanimating the entire sequence. It's basically just a little animation warm up, I guess. Practice for me because I want to do a little bit more in my personal time with animation. So, excuse me, checking my battery. Thank you for waiting. But anyway, so, what was another thing that they, but the sea ponies were actually from Generation 1. Now, I haven't seen Lauren recycle anything from Gen 2, which shocks me. But it's crazy because it's such cheap, low budget, crappy animation. And people just, bronies want to fucking go nuts. And the thing is, I really don't care if people want to yell at me or something or tell me that I'm wrong. I've dealt with bronies for years. I used to be a part of that shit. Hence why I have these. Now, I grew up with these. Get out of here, you. I grew up with these. I grew up with the older stuff. I grew up with Generation 1 on VHS, of course, and Generations 3 and 3.5. So, I'm allowed to be salty as much as I want. I have sat through bronies just whining and bitching. It's too pink. Oh my god. I can't put my dick in it. Now, I don't give a fuck what people say. I've had enough people come after me saying, oh, sorry, Amber. I've had enough people calling me a fucking furry and saying that, oh, you guys fucking those. No, these aren't cheap. I paid a few $100s for this thing. So, yes. I do not want to fucking ruin it. All my fursuits cost me a fortune to make. In materials, in the time. In the one fursuit that I bought with my hard-earned money from my hard job, I budgeted non-stop. These weren't cheap to make. Excuse me? Thank you. I just have to keep checking my phone battery because I don't want my phone to die. But anyhow, so let's get started, shall we? So people want to complain about the older ponies. Well, the thing is, oh man, I have to make another video on this or something. Well, I have an old activity book. Something like that. And it has all the Generation 3 ponies. Well, most of them. Who am I kidding? It's like a handful because it's all like glossy pages and beautifully printed. And I guess they didn't want to do everyone because it would be too much, which I'm okay with. I am perfectly fine with that. And then you'll see these things. And it's just like very cheaply made stuff. Now, the thing is, people want to complain that Rainbow Dash isn't a fashionista, that's rarity. Oh, I'm gonna complain. Oh. And like they all team up. All the bronies like to just bash on the older generations. Newsflash, you wouldn't have your garbage animation crap that steals from the older stuff without the older stuff. Now, I think I got her at a yard sale because I really don't remember her as a kid. She actually has a little bit of sparkle in her, like it's sparkly plastic. I hope the camera can see it. But yeah, she has sparkly plastic. She's blue, it just looks a little bit more on the gray side. I actually washed her mane and her tail, and I brushed it out with my slicker brush, which is just a fancy name for a dog wire brush. It just pulls out the hairs better, and it straightens it out a little bit. Though, it was a nightmare. Well, it is night, she's a mare! Excuse me for the bad jokes. But anyhow, Rainbow Dash, cheap plastic thing. The thing is, one thing that I really get bothered by is whenever they have real, like, they have wig hair. Excuse me, one more time. One moment, I will be back. Apologies for that. I need to plug my charger in because I decided to put my phone with the charger jack on the bottom. My phone's kind of doing a thing. That's great. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. So, the one thing that bothers me about any toys for kids, whenever they use wig hair, because the thing is, this tangles so bad. And just, wow. And I'm gonna complain. Alright, like, whenever dear Hasbro and I like to milk everything for money fast. Whenever you use tinsel in the hair, don't overdo it. Because once you try and wash this, it'll turn brown. I know, because I had a second version of this lovely girl. I can't remember her name. I think it was Wind Dancer. I never can remember the names because it's been so long. Because they've been in a box, and it makes me sad. Look at the difference. And another thing is, the less you have, the nicer the hair will sit. Now, I keep her up there because this is her mom. I got it at a yard sale ages ago. I still don't even remember what yard sale or when. It was like 10,000 years ago. Also, another thing that makes me laugh is how friendship is magic. I'm trying so hard not to call it a mean name, even though I really want to, but, you know, whatever. They all use the identical mold. They don't have anything different for any of them. I mean, just look at it. I mean, wow, look at that. They have one little leg up. And then we have, I keep my these in the bag so they can't escape. They can't get out because they're not allowed. I mean, he has faux fur. That's even worse than the wig hair on a toy. Because you're going to have kids ripping it out. And this thing was part of like a $60 play set. So yes, I am very salty about it. Oh, where's the other one? Oh yeah, and they basically took, trying to find one. They took this, but gave it longer legs and a little detail. They didn't even paint the little shoes. That's how lazy they are. Let's throw her back in. She's not allowed to escape. None of them are. No, I won't lie. I still do like Rarity a little bit. The old figures that I have, like the Friendship is Magic figures of Rarity. Even though they're identical and they cost fucking ridiculous prices. Look at this. Same exact mold, just sparkles, and then she has a helmet. And oh wait, no, that's not ponytail. Her hair is just twisted. I do like the little helmet, but the visor is very broken. Because if you try to do that, it scratches the visor. Also, the paint job. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very sloppy. Especially for what you pay. Oh, jeez. Now, I don't have, like, Generation 1 toys, which one day I will. I do have Generation 2 of the toy line. This is the only one that has a little gem in her eye. The other gem is gone. I have 2 of these. And when I was younger, I used to play with them in the bathtub, and I guess the gem rocks kind of gave up on me, and they broke, and they're gone. Though, I could always go to, like, the dollar store, buy some gems, and glue them in. Wouldn't be a big deal. Honestly, I might even do that. So, I think the greatest thing, though, is that this is from 2004. Her little tangerine mark on her hindquarter. That smells like tangerine even 14 years later. And she has gotten a lot of wear and tear to her. I need to get some rubbing alcohol and maybe even like nail polish remover and take off. Like, some of them have like marks because they've been in a box for so long, so they've like rubbed against whatever was in the box. Like, if I had something plastic in there, they would rub, and then the paint would just they need a good spot A. I can't think of the term. Like, whenever you get marks and scratches and dinks on there. But anyway, so people might be like, that's the original Derpy Hooves. It has bubbles. I don't remember her name. I wish I wrote these down. Dang it. But her name has nothing to do with Derpy Hooves. Also, something really cute. Well, you've seen that they only have, like, they only have 2 poses for these. And the little ones. Same thing. No, so they only have, like, 2 poses. Whereas, let's see. Alrighty, I'm trying to find it. Gonna scoot the camera down a little bit. One pose. And then we have another pose. Another pose. Another pose. And you might ask, they're different. And then, is she the same as her? Nope. Another pose. Another pose. We already have one of her. Nope. Another pose. And everyone wants to say, oh, well, they're all identical. They're all the same. Another one. Also, this Pinkie Pie, she does have sparkles in her hair, and she doesn't have magnet on her foot. She's from 2007. That's probably why. She's one of the, I can't say newer. They look more equine than this. This is a circle. Okay, we already have one of them. Trying to think. The thing is, you might be like, oh, well, they're all the same. Well, the thing is, I highly doubt you'll be able to tell, but her head's a little bit more chibi and rounded than hers. Sparkle Works is from 2002. Rainbow Dash is from 2002 as well. It might just be because of the mold. I'm not sure personally. Also, Baby Pony. Do we have ones like this already in the pile? No, her leg is slightly different. Look at this. Oh my gosh, like everyone is different. Okay, we have... No, wait! We have more different ones. I swear, everyone is a new pose, and it makes me so happy. Alright, where's my... Oh my god! The front leg is different. Let's see, do we have... Oh my gosh. And people want to complain all the time to me and tell me that I'm this shitty person. And they want to just whine and complain, and I'm just here like, oh, wow, look how original. Oh my god, I have a pile going on. This is Generation 3, by the way.
Alright, we have the first clone, I guess. The first of the same mold. Wait a minute, do we? Yeah, we do. These are the same, so we're gonna move her over. Do we have one of her in the pile? Yep, we do. These two are the same. Alright, now, we're gonna move this over. Now, I've already pulled one out. Where did she go? Alright, these two are the same mold. It's hard to tell because the hair is in the way. These are the same mold, so we're only gonna put one in. She is an entirely different mold, though. As well as her head swivels. So if bronies want to come up to me and tell me, well, they're all the same mold. They're all the same. They have no originality. Just fight me. Because I showed. Oh no, she fell. I literally just showed you all. All of these are different molds. Whereas these are the same exact ponies. It's just different hair colors. And a slightly different shade of pink and a slightly different butt mark. And it's on the other side. Identical. Just they reuse eyes and just everything, and it's not consistent. Now I fully understand people want to say on these the head shapes are all identical. Well, the thing is, these are all individually sculpted models. So technically, no, they're not. Because you can't just take one single model and have it be just, okay, we're gonna reuse bodies and blah, blah, blah. Because, look, they had to remodel the entire thing. So, no, it's not the same thing. Oh, yes, and here's Cheerleader, if anyone is wondering. She's an adorable little chicken nugget. And then you have, like, just why, though? But seriously, this is more of an equine's face. Now, I could actually grab my briars and show you, but they're all the way up there, and they like to fall over, so I guess that idea is gone. Excuse me. It's night. I'm exhausted. Also, they had ponies that had super long hair. Now, I can't run my hand through her hair, because if I try, I'm gonna get that. Now, I washed her hair. I washed it out nicely, and I brushed it, and it was a nightmare. Another pun, god damn it. But the thing is, with wig hair, it does not like to brush. You will break your brush. It even goes for this. This is still wig hair. And I think I'm complaining about all wig hair on any toy. I'm not just complaining about, like, whatever. But, you know what? I'll show the difference. Where is a pony I can use? Extra. And then regular. Also, there used to be the My Little Pony website, and you would go to Butterfly Island, and it was precious, because you would get to ride this virtual roller coaster and collect butterflies on it. And I really hope somebody got that on the Wayback Machine, because I need to play that again. Ugh, I miss it so much. Hasbro, why'd you have to create this garbage? Why couldn't we just continue this? The My Little Pony website is probably trash. I miss these. I honestly do mean that, though. Like, I miss what it was all about. I understand that Generation 1 was fantasy and adventures, and they had Megan, oh Oh, I haven't watched in ages. Oh, I cannot remember. I haven't watched it in like months. There was Megan, which was the main girl, her little sister, and then her brother. And they were humans, and it was just these big adventures. It was all cel animated, which is just a big fancy word for everything was hand drawn and hand painted with acrylics. And it was a long, tedious process. And Generation 2 was also like that, and Generation 3 had early Flash animation. But even then, I have looked through everything. It is all frame by frame. There's no puppets like these things where people rig them up. There's no, oh, we'll just replace mouths and blah, 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 and you rig it. No, the thing is, when I was redrawing those frames, every frame was different. It wasn't even traced over. It was all just hand done. Every single one. And I love it. I love it so much. Now, anyhow, so you've seen how original the fucking things are. Now, why can't Bronies just respect people who don't fucking think this is good? I honestly... Another thing that I like and also kind of not like, the magnet in the foot. But the thing is, I don't like hair on pony. I like plastic hair because then you can actually wash them nicely. That's why I like 3.5 figures so much, but I adore Generation 3 figures with a passion. But the thing is, with these, they just feel so much more natural. They look more of equines, and people might just whine and bitch and moan and whatever. What looks more like a horse? This or this? It's pretty obvious. But anyway, this is actually a real magnet. So, the only thing is, it rusts if you're not careful. But that's okay. I believe there's a metal washer that holds the tail in. I know it's not in these. Those is probably just, the fucking hair's just probably glued in. Excuse me. Knowing how fucking cheap they are, or cheaply made they are, you can see there's no seams on the legs. There's no plastic seams. But if you look at these, there is seams galore. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, right down there, right down there, right there, there's seams, which I am assuming it was in 2 parts or something, and they smushed it together, and then they did the thing. It was like 2 halves of a mold. Also, I just want to remind everybody that in the original My Little Pony, in that activity thing, it actually states that Pinkie Pie is a little kid. I think they said she's like 4 years old. She's the youngest of everyone. And so, I mean, that explains why she's has a little bit of a high-pitched voice. And apologies. It's night. I am tired. I worked my butt off. But I just explained. And yes, I understand that Bronies don't want to see the girly stuff, but you know what? Are you really fans of My Little Pony if you don't like all of it? There's me who just... I can't respect this anymore. Bronies want to attack us. They want to whine and bitch and moan about all this stuff. Well, friendship is magic. I'm going to sound very offensive, and I really don't care. To me, all I hear is faggots are magic. Faggotry is magic. My little faggots.
And you know what? I don't care if I sound mean. Because you know what? Bronies and just people who are so butthurt over this. Over fucking pink. Yet you have all these things in the world to bitch about. And yet you want to choose cartoon ponies. Because you don't like them. Because they're too pink. Because it's a show for girls. And you think that it should be for both genders. The thing is, I don't care about your gender crap. I don't care. It's a girl show. It's Hasbro's saying. It's a girl show. It's the demographic. And I don't want to hear no fucking weirdos saying, I'm a girl and I don't like that pinky girly stuff. Well, you can get the fuck off my video because you'll get blocked. I just, it astounds me how fucking nuts Bronies can be. Because I love this. And yet people want to say, this is better. Well, you know what? You know what? We're going to rip off a pony's head. I know I have ponies that I cut the hair off a while ago. I just gotta find it. I was gonna, like, make it a custom, and then I kind of gave up. Oh, where'd she go? I had a rarity that I cut all of her hair off. Aww. I don't know what I did with her. Darn. I was gonna rip her head off. Also, something that bothers me is how Twilight just had to become a princess in Generation 4. It's like, why? Is it just because you ran out of ideas? Everybody's a princess now, I swear. But, like, I would rather have a show that's girly as fuck. That was all VHS releases. Other than just cheap fucking flash animation and playsets that are identical to one another and that are being fucking, you're being charged fucking top dollar for garbage thin plastic. I used to be a part of that. Oh no, I forgot about her. She's also another one. But I believe we already had a model that had her. It's fine. Yep. There we go. Sparkle works. Anyhow, now they had these cute little ponies. The batteries are out just to avoid battery leakage because I've had that before. I don't want it again. I actually have batteries I found in her. They were almost leaking, so I pulled them out as soon as possible. I don't care if you like ponies or anything or whatever. This goes for Bronies. This goes for everyone. Make sure you take demo batteries out. They will leak because you don't know how long they've been in there. They go in at the factory. It goes in the box, and they just stay in there, and they will corrode. So, to anyone, even though I hate Bronies, please take out the demo batteries because demo batteries can be dangerous. You never know how long they've been in there. Also, this is Sunrise. I cannot remember her full name. She's a cute little baby pony. And she has a little thing on her little onesie. Her footies. Now, you know what? We'll go over these first. With these two, this is Rarity. Yes, this is it. Deal with it. Now, I don't have a pony of her. I just have this, which it upsets me because I remember when I was little, when the Runaway Rainbow came out, I wanted the chariot with the birds, and I wanted Rarity. I never got it, but I always saw it in Walmart, and I really wish I could have got that before Friendship is Magic came out. So anyway, they have faux fur hair, which just means fake fur, which is plastic basically.
They have Minky and almost like Cabbage Patch Kid. They have a hard shell head. Now, with these two, they're quite different. They might look the same, but they are very different. Now, with Rarity here, I took out the batteries. I'm not putting them back in. It's a hassle. They also have little Velcro. They have little cute belly buttons, and it's adorable. Now, she has a little Band-Aid. I'm pretty sure there's no sensor in the Band-Aid, in the little Band-Aid portion. So, it's a little Velcro. Basically, she came as, like, she's a sick pony, and you have to nurse her back to health, and you have to be the doctor. She came with a stethoscope and a few other goodies. And if you notice, she has a little button in her mouth. That's for a little thermometer it came with, and you put it in there, and you take her temperature. And it was adorable. Now, you couldn't press her foot. That's just the logo embroidered. If you pressed her stomach, if you pressed the butterfly, it would make this little noise, and she'd be like, my tummy feels funny. And then if you press it the second time, she'd be like, I have butterflies in my tummy. And if you press her heart, it'd make a heartbeat sound. Then there's her cutie mark, or her booty mark, whatever you want to call it. Now I don't remember her name to save my life. Oh, Play and Carry Sky Wishes. Does it say? I feel dumb. I didn't even notice the names are on the tag. Rarity the Unicorn. They're from 2007, and she's 2007, 2006. With her, she's actually more animatronic. With Rarity, it's from 2007. I personally like her a little bit better because I like the plush feeling better. It's easier to wash as well. She has plush arms, plush legs. Also, if you're wondering, where are the battery packs? It's actually, you pull, and then there you go. I just don't like how tight of a fit it is, because you really have to just pull it, and you have to, like, really be careful not to, like, rip any seams or anything. With Sky Wishes, who is adorable, she basically, you push her little hoof, and her arms go up and down, and she won't move very well unless you have her on, because the animatronics are very stiff. Now, the animatronics, I think the feet are just static, but they still have the rig inside of it. I guess it was just to make it even. But the arms move, and her head goes back and forth. I don't remember what she came with. I think she came with a pacifier. She does not have a clicker in her mouth, but she's still adorable. Though I do like the more plush better. She also has a little belly button, which I find adorable. There's just simple Velcro. There's no Velcro over here, though, like Rarity has. Now, we'll go with my last little animatronic pony. She is, I remember everybody, like, she used to be in Kmart. Like, every store, I remember seeing her. And I remember Kmart especially. Now, with her animatronics are quite clunky, which is a bit sad. So Soft Pony, Good Morning Sunshine, 2004 Hasbro, My Little Pony. Now, the thing about her is that, okay, like, I gotta brag for a second. I love how the old My Little Pony marks everything on their butt tags. Tush tag, as the fancy people call it. Now with her, she has to be sitting on a flat surface. You can't have her on your bed. You can't have her on your carpet. You gotta have her on, like, a table or, like, a hardwood floor, or even your kitchen floor. Just somewhere that is a hard surface. Now, I'm not getting her batteries back in. Again, excuse me. But anyhow, she does have a few marks and stuff on her and scuffs, but they can all be fixed up. Which, with her, she moves her head and her eyes blank.
Now, she does have very loud animatronics. All of these older versions do, which I really don't care about. It's a freaking toy. It's not going to kill anybody. Now, with her, there's the thing. She actually, the older My Little Ponies had a little switch. It would say demo off play or play off demo. She does not have a switch. She takes triple A's, by the way. These two take doubles. There are 3 in those 2, and there are 4 batteries that go in her. Now, for Good Morning Sunshine, you can see she has a thing. She has a bottle. I don't know where it went. But even if you put the pacifier around, excuse me, she would actually make sucking noises, and it was adorable. And then she'd give a little hiccup. Now, what I love about this is how they use a thicker version of satin. I've only seen like really thin, cheapy satin. This is really heavy-duty satin. It's sad that they didn't add a little bit more plush stuffing to these sleeves, because you can feel the animatronics very easily in there. Now with the back, there's no animatronic pieces at all. It's just stuffing. And I love it so much. Now with her front legs actually go down. And if you don't touch her after a while, she'll go, yawn, good night, mommy. And then her head will turn and her eyes will actually close. It doesn't want to do it because I don't have her on. I absolutely love, like, whenever old toys and stuff have this mechanism in them, and I'm just a sucker for, like, talking toys that are old. Excuse me. Now, this was an interesting one as well, because she actually has hand-stitched embroidery on the wings. That is literally... It's ripping. Oh, fuck me. There's nothing I can do unless I get hot glue. It is all embroidered, and I love it so much. Now, I do prefer these, because I'm pretty sure she was a bath time. Like a styling pony, but whatever. Anyway, I am sorry for taking 45 minutes to ramble, but you know what? I'm so sick of bronies. I absolutely hate bronies, and I am not giving them another chance. I'm done with bronies, and you know what? I'm going to be selling all of these Friendship is Magic pieces of shit. Now, I'm gonna be keeping, like, the figures that I paid for, but all the playsets just have to go. Anyway, I apologize if I sounded aggressive. I had recorded videos before that were incredibly aggressive, so this was actually quite tame. So yes, thank you very much for listening to my rambling. I very much appreciate it, and if anyone wants to type mean comments, yeah, you're getting blocked. I don't care. I'm tired of bronies being, like, bashing us, the people who like the older generations. I'm done with it. So yes, I am not a brony. I do not affiliate with bronies. I do like drawing pony art and stuff. But you know what? You're not a brony if you like these, apparently. So, anyway, I don't want to be part of a bullying club that likes to bully people over old things. Liking old things. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. And I will be doing a video on my fursuits after this, and it'll probably be uploaded before. Bye!